Really building this one up, but you'll understand when we get there. All right, listen, I've said many times tonight that Kathy Lee Gifford revealed on the Today Show that she loves and adores something. And the minute she did that, it sold out of pretty much all brick and mortar. It has always been a brand that we have lauded and loved here at QVC. And the thing that makes us different than, say, brick and mortar is that we have always had Easy Pay. So here's NuFACE. Here's Kate Prey. She's an esthetician. She brings us NuFACE. Hello, friend. All right, so sidebar, I own this unit. I own the larger one. I'm not going to lie, it's more expensive. Yes. The cool thing about the Mini, when NuFACE introduced the Mini, is that the Mini has an introductory price point that's a lot easier on the pocketbook, and yet has the same concept, FDA-cleared technology, and 5-minute facial lift results. If you have the NuFACE, please call us, because in this color that we call Caribbean blue, in the pink, and then in the white, and you're getting the gel primer, which you need to operate the device. You have a 3 times as long return policy. 90 days, that's 3 months. We have fewer than 100 left in the white. I want to ask you what NuFACE is, but I actually first want to just remind everybody, if they've missed me say this, that for the longest time, because you're a good friend of mine, yes, we would work together, but I was always secretly afraid of NuFACE.
I know.
So one night, Kate, who lives in Florida, came over to my house and gave both Joe and I a NuFACE lift. I am now no longer scared. It works. It is awesome, and I am doing mine every day.
And why wouldn't you? I mean, this is what I've been telling you for years.
Yep.
Because if you're someone at home who's looking in the mirror saying, gosh, I could use a little lift. Maybe you're starting to see the jawline disappear, the cheeks aren't as high and as supple as they used to be, or you're having to pick up the brow to put on eyeshadow, you are going to love NuFACE because it works beyond anything that your skincare alone can do, because it works to lift, contour, and tone. And Sean, when we're talking about tone, I'm actually talking about strength and firmness in the skin, not evenness. So just like you get muscle tone at the gym from working out the biceps or doing crunches, we're doing the same thing on the face.
It takes 5 minutes a day. It is FDA cleared for your face. It lifts the whole structure of your face, including the eyebrows. If you've ever gone up to someone else or yourself in the mirror and done this.
To someone else.
I know.
Babe, you could
I do
use
it to
a little.
Joe all the time. But anyway, we're going to show you pictures, because in 5 minutes, you instantly change the shape, structure, and lift, or might I say, sag factor of your face, your eyelids, your jowls. And that is thanks to the NuFACE proprietary technology.
It is. So this is after one treatment. You can see before the eyes are hooded and heavy. There's really no space for eyeshadow. Look after the arch of the brow, the space on the lid for shadow. The eyes look youthful and rested. So that's 5 minutes is actually for an entire face, not just this eye area. So the best part about this, Sean, is that the more you do it, the better it gets. I fell in love with NuFACE because of this particular area, the jawline.
Yep.
You can see she has no jawline before, and after 60 days, she has a chiseled, defined jawline. You cannot get that from skincare alone, because skincare works from the top down. It works with skin. This is actually working at a whole nother level.
Now, here, of course, is the proof in the pudding that when it is reshifting the gravitational pull and the weight distribution of your face by way of muscle toning, it also, of course, naturally, as a secondary benefit, is taking care of and softening fine lines and wrinkles, aka the forehead, aka, oh my gosh. By the way, it doesn't hurt, so that's the first thing that makes it lovely. And then the technology is pretty cool.
It is. So we are the pioneers of microcurrent. We have been working with microcurrent since the 80s. And so you can actually see the soft waves working from within to lift, to contour, and tone. So contour the cheekbones, lift the brows, contour the jawline, all of the things that skincare alone simply cannot do for you. And you know, think about if you want tight tone abs, you have to do crunches. If I could put serums and moisturizers on my belly alone, I would not be doing crunches.
Yeah, I mean, that really is a wrinkle problem solution. What we're talking about here, and I always say to Kate, because this happened to me maybe a year ago, it started, where I would see myself in the mirror, but then also look at old pictures of me and realize that, like, over a couple years' time, it's not that the crazy wrinkle thing is becoming such a huge difference and change and problem. It's that I'm no noticing the slow shift of my face shape? Like the volume is kind of coming and dropping and gravitationally sagging down in here, and I want to pick it all back up. And that's exactly actually what our model's doing, which is so awesome because she's doing a treatment live right now.
Yeah, so you can see Carol has been lifting this side. What I love about Carol is before on the side we have not lifted, you see how the eyelid's collapsing on itself? You cannot see her eyelashes over here. Look what we've done. We've lifted the brow, we've given her more arch, we've given her more palette space to play with for eyeshadow, and most importantly, you can see her lash line now.
It's dramatic. And it's, here, okay, it's kind of funny that I said it like that, because it's dramatic, and then I was gonna say, and it's so nice that it's subtle. But here's what I mean by that. It's dramatic when we're pointing it out and you're comparing, you know, the side not done and the side done. It's not dramatic, and yet it's delightfully subtle. When you do a full face and you start doing it religiously, 5 minutes, pain-free, FDA cleared, in your home every day. And now, seen here, before and after, now your friends are not seeing the before, they're seeing the after, and they're just kind of chewing on, what did she do?
Yeah, you know, they'll say, and that's exactly what happens. People will say, what are you doing? I know you've done something different, but they can't quite put their finger on it. She looks in this after picture, she almost has the appearance that she lost weight. It has nothing to do with weight loss. It's all about the strength and the firmness. We've lifted everything up. Now, my favorite, because in my treatment room as an esthetician, I've been in the industry 20 years. The one area that my clients always ask me about is the jawline.
Okay, so in a second, Kate is going to walk us through how you use this, because this gel primer is your friend. If you run out, you can get more on QVC.com. I am doing my treatment every day. I find it so gratifying. She'll tell you how to do it, how to do the stroke, but I want to update you on colors, because this price and that easy pay, and Kathy Lee Gifford loves hers, and you are getting a 90-day return policy that's better than brick and mortar, and now you can own and try one for $29, which is less than $1 a day. White is nearly gone. We have 5 dozen remaining. This again is the mini. It's a much more agreeable price point than the larger full size. Has the same FDA cleared technology. It just doesn't have the swap tops and the other heads that you could put on. This is the pink teeny, or petal pink, sorry. 300 left to go around. And I love the Caribbean blue. Why do I feel like this is only on QVC? Is Caribbean blue over here?
It is, it's exclusive, yes.
All right, so mommy, I love this part, because this is where I say, give us the tutorial, the Kate Pray. So like, what are the motions? How often long do we do that? Yeah, you know.
This is so, I know. This is so easy to use, okay? I don't want you to be afraid to do it wrong. I don't want you to be worried about pain. You'll see that there's no redness, no irritation. You're always going to start with a clean face, and then you apply the gel primer. The gel primer is a necessity. It's what carries the current to the lower layers. And I always apply it in a mask-like layer. And I recommend to work in sections so that your gel primer does not dry up. And then all you're gonna do is work in an upward motion. So you'll hear a beep at home. The first beep is your start point. Wait for the beep. And then we glide in an upward motion along the jawline. And you repeat 3 times.
Okay, so 3 times there with that stroke.
And then you work up to the middle part of the cheek, work up. This is what Kathy Lee loves about NuFACE, is the cheekbones. So she has her makeup artist use NuFACE before she does her makeup. This is why she fell in love with NuFACE.
I'm all about it.
Because you can contour before the contouring with makeup. It takes all of that extra work out of it.
So 3 strokes in the center on the cheekbone.
And then you come up to the upper part of the cheek, same thing, 3 strokes. And then you go to your forehead.
Now again, don't apply the gel primer all over when you're only doing one portion of the face at a time, because the gel primer in other places will dry out. Then you'll just have to waste and use more. You apply gel primer per area as you go. Each area gets 3 slow stroke motions, and then you move to the next area. Is it the whole face that just takes 5 minutes?
The entire face is 5 minutes. So the beauty of this device is that it will turn off after 5 minutes. But let's say the jowls are your area of concern, or the cheekbones. You want to get more of that pop to your cheekbone. You can actually just turn it back on and spend more time in those particular areas. And I want to point out, because Anya has these amazing cheekbones. So I'm going to show you. Look at, so we were talking about the cheek here. Look how everything's lifted over here.
Look at her brow. Her
Yeah,
brow is
and
like
her brow,
right up
exactly.
there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, we're out of time
I
already.
know, I'm sorry. It went,
Oh
it flew by.
gosh.
Let's look. 2017 was a big year for me. Already 16 days in. Last call in the white because I'm now using my NuFACE every single day. I'm pretty sure Kate never thought she'd hear those
Never.
words.
I never in a million years.
All right, thanks,
Say hi to
girl.
Joe.
I will, honey. All right, so listen, I do want to just tell you that